Hey loves, thank you all so much for dropping by today. As you can tell by the title, this will be a basic makeup tutorial. In this video, you will see how I do my eyebrows, my eyeliner, my foundation, and this is just a really overall bare minimum look. You can wear this look to the office, to class, or if you're just like out and about and you really just don't want to have a lot of makeup on, this is very much a really nice natural look. I often wear this look and it's great. So yeah, so I want to share this with you all. I hope that you enjoy it. This intro will not be so long, so I'm actually about to stop rambling now, like yeah, right now. So if you want to see how to get this look, stay tuned. Bye loves. Hey loves, as you can tell, I'm starting off with a clean canvas. I've already washed my face for the day. I start by trying to brush my eyebrow hairs into place, so when the time comes for me to lightly fill them in, they're already good and ready to go. But wait. I always like to moisturize my lips before I put on my makeup. This has become a habit, just so when the time comes for me to put on my lip product, my lips are ready to go and lovely and moisturized. I use Carmex, good old school Carmex. That's it. That's all. Here I'm showing you that I'm going to use my Rimmel Stay Matte Primer to prime my face. This primer has done me justice for the past year, I believe, that I've been using it. I use about a dime size anytime I put on makeup. I tried to pat it into my skin, but as you can tell, your girl was all about the rub-a-dub-dub. So yeah, I'm just rubbing it into my skin, and it does a great job as serving as a barrier between my skin and the foundation. I don't think that it has breaking me out. So yeah. Now here I'm showing you how I do my brows. I begin by outlining the bottom of my brow very gently and lightly. I do the same to the top of my brow, and I actually do not begin in the front of my brow on the top, and you'll see why in just a sec. I then go in the middle and I fill that in very lightly. The eyebrow pencil that I'm using is by Wet n Wild, and it's in Simma Brown Now. I then take my eyebrow brush and I brush all of that in together, just blending it in. I begin by brushing up in the beginning of my brow so that you get that very light effect in the beginning of your brow. It's supposed to make it look very faded and natural, and I like it. So yeah, there's that. I then move on to cleaning up my brow. And I always use my lovely LA Girl Pro Concealer, my go-to, y'all, to ride or die. And the color that I use to clean up my eyebrows is in Espresso. Ever seen that commercial? Yeah, Espresso. So I just take a little bit on my eyebrow brush by Eco Tools. It's actually a double-sided brow. And I also outline my brow and clean it up with concealer so that it's nice and precise. And that is how I clean up my brows, y'all. The proof is in the pudding, the cat is out the box. That's how Kayla does her brows. Yes. And I take any excess concealer and I just blend it towards the bottom of my eyelid, just so that it comes out nice and put together. I then take any excess concealer left on that brush and I just outline the top of my brow with it as well. And I try to get very close to the line so that it does help to clean up the brow. And then I just blend that together with the other side of that brush and make sure to get all around my brow so that everything is well put together. I do the same to the other brow. This brow actually had a lot more cleanup to do because, as you can tell, I had a little bit of the pencil during the blending process that got on the outside, but you'll see I'll clean it up in just a sec. I also put a little bit more concealer on this side too, but as you can tell, I just blend that into my lid so that it just comes out all well put together. And I take the other side and I just clean that up. That is how I just clean that up, yeah. And I also take the other side of my eyebrow pencil with that concealer and I just clean up the top of my brow. This brow, you know, as they say, your eyebrows, when you do them, they're not going to be twins, they will be cousins. So this is an eyebrow that never to me is always perfect, but you know, hey, it, you know, to others it may look nice. I guess I'm the only one that sees the flaws, but you know, for the most part, I do my best, and that is all. That's it. That's all. I take my eyebrow brush on the other side and I just clean up around the outside areas just to make sure that everything is put in together. And there's nothing that has been stepped over. I then move on to my foundation, my Black Opal foundation in all chocolates. I love that this foundation has a pump. And as you can see, I just go ahead and pour about 3 pumps. I really don't need that much, but I try to pour out as much that I'll need to cover my entire chunky face. And I love to use my beauty blender, y'all. I love the one in black for some reason. Like, it's just like a go-to. I then dab all of that foundation around my face, starting with my cheeks. This is like one of my favorite parts of doing my makeup, y'all. Am I the only one? Like, this is like one of my favorite parts because I don't know, like, I just enjoy, you know, the whole process of putting on foundation, and especially using a beauty blender. Like, I think I've replaced my lovely Real Techniques foundation brush with the beauty blender. It's real thing. I make sure to get all over my face and even underneath my chin. After my foundation, I move on to my under eye concealer, and I also use my LA Girl Pro concealer, but this time in Toffee. And I make about an upside down triangle underneath the eye, and I also try to do my nose, the middle of my nose. Just make a little thin line. Yeah, so an upside down triangle. So I then take my other side of my beauty blender, and that is what I use to blend that in. This is like my favorite beauty blender because the applicator tip like is so perfect for this part. So I just make sure that I blend that concealer underneath my eye, and I try to drag it out to the side just a little bit. I then set that concealer with my CoverGirl translucent powder and translucent honey. I just put about a few coats on that. It very much does a great job with blending the concealer with my foundation color so that it doesn't look like it's just brightness underneath my eye and it's just there. But it's a nice powder to help the concealer blend in with the foundation color. Yeah, girl. I take my Eco Tools powder brush and I just blend it a little bit more. I then move on to eyeliner. I use my Elf eyeliner in Jet Black. I've been using this for years, y'all. And of course, liquid liner is like one of my faves. I love the tip of this applicator. I begin by starting in the middle of near my closest to my eyelash line. And y'all, just like eyebrows, like my eyeliners on both eyes never look like twins. So in this video, I will only show you how I do one side of my one side that I apply the eyeliner, but hopefully by doing so you get the gist of how I do my eyeliner. But if you want a more in-depth video of how I do eyeliner doing both eyes, just let me know and your girl will get back to you. I then move on to doing eyeliner on my waterline. I get very close to my waterline as possible, and I don't drag the liner all the way to the entire lash line, as you can tell, just in the middle. And I love this look. Like, this is also a technique that I found on YouTube and it works. I love it. So I then move on to blush, and I am using my Elf blush palette in dark, and I'm taking the darkest shade, which I think is like closest to a wine color. I begin on near my hairline, and I drag that almost to the apples of my cheeks. I don't start on the apples of my cheeks. I know a lot of people do that, but I like doing this, starting near my hairline and then making my way, just blending it towards the middle of my cheek. I then move on to Eyeliner Girl. Yes, highlight those cheekbones, and I use an Elf concealer brush for this. Like, it's your tools, do what you want. I'm using the Black Radiance True Complexion palette in medium to dark, and I'm taking that highlight color. It's such a pretty goldy color. And I also use the same technique as my blush by beginning near my hairline and working my way to the middle of my cheek. And I just do that on top of my blush. So after all is said and done, I like to set the face, and I use my setting spray. This setting spray I currently use is by Wet n Wild. Their Photo Focus setting spray. While that's setting into place, I like to do my mascara. The one I'm currently using is by NYX. Yeah, girl, yeah. And I like to do mascara on both my top lashes and my bottom lashes. For lips today, I am taking my NYX Liquid Suede liquid lipstick. And I believe this is in the color, ooh, y'all, I forgot the color, but check the description box and I will put the color of this liquid lipstick. I promise, because it's bomb. And I like to pair that with a NYX liquid liner, and I believe that is in Espresso. And I like to blend that all together. Yes, girl. Yes. I put about a couple, maybe 4 coats of that. Alright, loves, and that is the finished look. My basic makeup tutorial. I thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, bye.